Hello friends, I want to say something that do you know if the internal blood vessels present in our brain, if you connect them one by one, it could cover a distance of up to 1 lakh mile. Another fact is that if we are in a awakening stage, that means we are not sleeping, at that time our brain can produce power of nearmost 23 watts. Another thing is that the persons who have larger brain are more intelligent. To know much more, let's start with our new video. Today's chapter is human nervous system from human physiology, and as we can't complete this total human nervous system in one day, today's part is CNS, and out of this the specific part is human brain. So as you can over here, this is the nervous system, which is basically consists of central nervous system, peripheral nervous system and automated nervous system. Central nervous system is basically our brain and spinal cord. The peripheral nervous system is 12 pairs of cranial nerves from our brain and 31 pairs of spinal nerves from our spinal cord. And automatic nervous system is further divided in two parts. They are sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. Now, what is the relation between these? See, the sensory organs suddenly accepts an impulse, and this impulse is sent to the central nervous system with the help of peripheral nervous system. And the central nervous system will process that impulse, and as a effect or its function, it sends its instruction to the effector muscles with the help of, again, peripheral nervous system. This is the internal relation. And this is the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system, that is the control over organs by the CNS, and this function is partially done by brain and partially by spinal cord. Today's section is the brain, as because it is a vast section and we can't explain in one day the total central nervous system. So the brain here, the brain is further actually content of three parts. They are forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. Forebrain have cerebrum, thalamus and hypothalamus, and the hindbrain is formed with cerebellum, pons and medulla. Basically our brain is separated in two hemispheres, and these two hemispheres are connected with corpus callosum. As you can see, it is like that. Here the two hemispheres are connected with that part that is called corpus callosum. If the two hemispheres are like that and the outside portion is known as gray matter, it is almost gray shaped, as because it contains the cell bodies of the neurons. We will learn about neurons on the next day. And as the inner portion, this inner portion, it consists of axons, it is called white matter. And these here you can see some folds and grooves. These folds are known as zyri and grooves are known as sulci. As we can say that if there are lots of folds and grooves in someone's cerebrum, then this person is much more intelligent than the others. This is one of the most important part of our forebrain, that is called cerebrum. You can see this yellow portion. It is the cerebrum. And the total central nervous system is covered by the three-layer meninges. It is actually consists of gira matter, the outermost toughest layer, middle layer arachnoid matter, and the last innermost layer, that is pia matter. And in between arachnoid matter and pia matter there is a fluid called cerebrospinal fluid, which protects our central nervous system from outer shocks, and it works as shock absorber. Another thing, it plays important role in giving nutrition. Along with it helps in exchange of gases. Now this cerebrum is the largest part of human brain. It actually works in memory, intelligence, etc. And we can say that dreams as our infatuation, and this kind of dreams arises from this cerebrum portion. Another part of our forebrain is thalamus. This is the thalamus, here a short part which relays pain impulse to cerebrum. it is the nextmost part of the cerebrum. That's why it follows the senses up to the cerebrum. Okay, then you can see that there is a hypothalamus here, lower part of thalamus. It actually regulates the body temperature, and it is actually controls also the autonomous nervous system. Okay, now here you can see a small pituitary gland over here. This pituitary gland is also controlled by our hypothalamus. And remember one thing, hypothalamus is the only part of human brain that consists of hormones. It means it secretes hormones, lots of hormones to control the pituitary. That's why it is also termed as supreme commander. Now the next part, that is midbrain. It is actually can be seen from this side because it is suppressed by the forebrain, and it is actually located over here from the parietal side. If you see this, you can easily locate it. Okay, now the midbrain basically works on eyesight, hearing reflexes, etc. It have four corpora quadrigemina. That means almost kind of lobes. Out of these four lobes, two lobes are frontal, two lobes are that are superior, that controls the visual effects, and two part that are parietal, controls the audio reflexes. Okay, then move on to next part, that is our hindbrain. Hindbrain consists of pons, medulla oblongata, and cerebellum. As you know, this is the cerebellum, and cerebellum works on body posture, controls body balance, body posture, and muscular activity. Okay, now if some person gets over alcohol, then he can't have control over his muscles, as because this alcohol affects his cerebellum. Another part, that is the latter part, that is called pons. It works in breathing and micturition. It also collects the cerebellum. It also connects another part of from cerebellum, and it connects the hypothalamus with this medulla oblongata. This is the medulla oblongata, which is the most important part of our human brain. That is some like in Hindi, chota dimag. Okay. Now this medulla oblongata controls the heartbeat, breathing, sweating, peristalsis, internal organ functioning, and such all involuntary actions. That was our brain. Now you have to know about limbic system. What is limbic system? A complex system of nerve and networks in our brain that is basically located in our forebrain in the cerebrum. It works on each and every emotions and every drive or works. Emotions such as crying, pain, etc. Drives like anger, etc. This part is basically controls total our memory. You can see it as our memory chip. And if this limbic system could be controlled by us, we can be like such a tape recorder that we can delete any pain or any sense or any memory easily, and get what can I say, in our mobile can easily download a few new memories. In older persons, when they get the memory becomes weaker, he can she can delete some memories from his limbic system and can again upload new memories. Okay, this limbic system basically consists of four things that are also hypothalamus and thalamus, and also a new two things, that is amygdala and hippocampus. And the hippocampus is the most important part of the limbic system. Now as you can see, amygdala, this is the amygdala. You can see the small spot. Okay, and another part, that is hippocampus. I said you, the hippocampus is like that, the small part. This hippocampus is the most important part of our limbic system. Okay, so that's all for today. If you liked it, you can follow us, follow my channel, that is Biology Street, and you can subscribe me easily. Please do share, comment, and likes on my channel. Okay, and let's see what is next. The next, it would be the second part, that is PNS or peripheral nervous system, the most important part of human nervous system. Thank you.